LeBron James is great. His longevity, his numbers, his highlights, they're undeniable. But as Fat Joe and Jadakiss put it, LeBron is not Michael Jordan. Jordan is the GOAT of GOATs. That phrase isn't just hype, it's history. Michael Jordan didn't just play basketball, he redefined the sport. 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, a perfect record on the biggest stage. Every time the finals came, Jordan didn't just show up, he shut the door. No collapses, no excuses, no what-ifs. That's inevitability. Think of the moments. The shot over Craig Alo, the shrug against Portland, the flu game in Utah, the last shot in '98. These weren't just highlights, they were monuments. Eternal proof that when greatness called, Jordan answered. And that's why Fat Joe says, if there's no Mike, there's no LeBron, no Kobe, no Steph. Jordan built the blueprint. He turned the NBA global. He made the shooting guard the crown jewel. His sneakers? Still a universal language for greatness. LeBron may be the king of this era, but Jordan is the eternal standard, the one every generation must measure against. Michael Jordan, the GOAT of GOATs. Today's basketball debate isn't just about stats, it's about generations. Younger fans argue Michael Jordan is just YouTube clips and box scores, while they crown LeBron James as the true GOAT. But here's the truth, if you didn't live through Jordan's era, you never felt his dominance. Jordan wasn't protected by today's soft whistles. He was slammed to the hardwood by the bad boy Pistons, clotheslined by Rick Mahorn, bloodied by Bill Laimbeer. And he got up and kept attacking. No defensive 3 seconds, no touch fouls, no easy calls. Every dunk meant breaking through a wall of bodies. Every jumper meant risking an arm across the face. That was basketball in the 90s. And that's why highlight clips don't tell the full story. They can't capture the fear in arenas when Jordan touched the ball. They can't recreate the inevitability that came with every possession. LeBron James may own this generation with his longevity and stats, but Michael Jordan owned history itself. This is the divide. Younger fans see numbers. Older fans remember moments, scars, and dominance that stats will never explain. And that's why Jordan isn't just in the GOAT debate. He is the GOAT. Michael Jordan wasn't just another superstar. He was the blueprint. Before Jordan, the shooting guard was just a position. After Jordan, it became the crown jewel of basketball. Explosive scoring, gravity-defying dunks, lockdown defense. Jordan defined the archetype that every superstar after him would chase. Without Jordan, there is no Kobe Bryant, no LeBron James, no Steph Curry. He turned the NBA from an American league into a global movement. His jersey, his sneakers, his aura became a universal language of greatness. But what really separates Jordan from LeBron isn't just influence, it's immortality. LeBron's greatness is measured in longevity, in accumulated numbers, in seasons stacked one on top of another. But Jordan carved eternal monuments. The shot in '89 over Craig Elo, the flu game in '97, fighting through agony to score 38, the last shot in '98, the perfect ending to a perfect dynasty. These weren't just highlights, they were scripture. Eternal proof that when history called, Jordan always answered. LeBron may be the king of accumulation, but Jordan is the king of moments. His legend doesn't fade with time, it's carved in stone. And that's why Michael Jordan remains the blueprint of basketball greatness. When you talk about greatness, nothing speaks louder than the NBA Finals. And this is where Michael Jordan stands alone. 6 trips to the finals, 6 championships, 6 finals M5PS, no game 7s, no collapses, no excuses. Perfection. That's not just a record, that's inevitability. Every time Jordan reached the mountaintop, the outcome was certain before the series even began. Fans knew it, opponents knew it, teammates knew it. The finals weren't a gamble for Jordan, they were a coronation. The crown never slipped, not once. Now look at LeBron James. 10 trips to the finals, but only 4 victories. 6 times he watched another team lift the trophy. For all his brilliance, that scar is carved into his legacy. The finals aren't an attendance award, they're the ultimate courtroom of basketball. And in that sacred arena, Jordan never lost. This is why Jordan isn't just great, He's untouchable. Longevity may favor LeBron, but perfection belongs to Michael Jordan. 6 for 6. 6 MVPs, the ultimate closer, the ultimate champion, and the ultimate truth in the GOAT debate. Greatness isn't built on easy roads. It's forged by beating giants. And Michael Jordan's path to the throne was a battlefield lined with Hall of Famers. Before Jordan ever touched the mountaintop, he had to crawl through the fire of the Detroit Pistons, the Bad Boys. Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas. They threw him to the floor, bloodied him, tested his will. Instead of breaking, Jordan built armor, toughened his body, and came back until he buried their dynasty. Then came Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers, a dynasty that ruled the 80s. In 1991, Jordan dismantled them and claimed his first crown. A year later, it was Clyde Drexler and the Portland Trail Blazers, silenced by Jordan's 6 threes and the famous shrug. In 1993, Charles Barkley, the league MVP, with the Suns' deeper roster undone by Jordan's relentless 41 points per game, still the highest finals average ever. And finally, Stockton and Malone, one of the greatest duos in history. Twice, Jordan crushed their dreams. First the flu game in 97, then the last shot in 98. Each of these legends was more than competition. They became part of Jordan's mythology. He didn't just beat giants, he turned them into monuments to his greatness. Kobe Bryant was the closest echo we've ever heard of Michael Jordan. Fat Joe captured it perfectly. The Lakers were down 3, the crowd restless, and Kobe took over. He ripped the ball away, curled, rose, and drilled the 3, plus the foul. And here's the chilling part. Everyone in the arena knew it was going in before it left his hands. That inevitability. That's the aura Kobe carried. It was the Mamba spirit, the mentality that every practice was sacred, that every moment under pressure was a chance to prove destiny wrong. Kobe inherited that drive from Jordan. He studied him, mimicked him, and carried his fire into a new generation. But as powerful as Kobe's echo was, it was still an echo, because there was once an original voice. Jordan was the storm cloud that wrapped every arena in inevitability. With him, greatness wasn't a maybe, it was a certainty. Kobe's brilliance honored Jordan's blueprint, but it also reminded us of the source. The spirit lives on through the Mamba, but the origin, the true definition of inevitability, will always be Michael Jordan. LeBron James is brilliant. His numbers, his longevity, his consistency, just historic. But here's where critics draw the line. LeBron doesn't carry the same killer aura. Too many times in decisive moments, we've seen hesitation. The extra pass instead of the dagger. The look of doubt instead of inevitability. With Jordan, with Kobe, you never wondered what would happen. You knew. The shot was going in. The game was theirs. That's the difference between greatness and inevitability. And then there's the global impact. Michael Jordan didn't just dominate the NBA, he elevated it into a worldwide phenomenon. Before him, basketball was mostly American. After him, it became universal. Europe, Asia, Africa. Every kid wore 23. His sneakers weren't just shoes. They were symbols, a universal language of greatness. Decades later, people still line up at dawn for Jordans. LeBron has influence, yes, but Jordan became a cultural force. His highlights became scripture. His brand became global mythology. That's why when you whisper his name, it doesn't just mean basketball. It means greatness itself. LeBron is legendary, but Jordan is eternal. The GOAT debate always circles back to the same names: LeBron James and Michael Jordan. LeBron is the king of longevity, the Iron Man of basketball, stacking numbers and milestones for more than 2 decades. But as the video makes clear, Jordan is the king of conclusions. Jordan didn't just play the game, he defined how it ends. 6 trips to the finals, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, no game 7s, no excuses, just perfection. His greatness is final, eternal, and self-contained. When history called, Jordan slammed the door shut every single time. LeBron's legacy is massive. 4 rings, 10 finals, highlight reels that will live forever. But his story has scars. 6 times walking past the trophy, 6 moments where the crown slipped away. Longevity builds numbers, but it doesn't build inevitability. That's why Jordan remains the unshakable standard. He is the blueprint, the summit, the definition of greatness. LeBron may be the greatest of his generation, Kobe the fiercest echo, Steph the revolutionary. But Michael Jordan, he is basketball's final word. The GOAT of GOATs, the eternal measure by which all others will always be judged.